Radio-controlled airplanes and helicopters will fill the skies this weekend.
Keith Kaiser's testing his pilot abilities ahead of the Wings for Kids charity RC air show. This is cool. Keith.
These are the guys that make it happen. River City radio controllers. They came out this morning to show off some of their planes, and of course you can see these in the sky on Saturday and Sunday. Here, look at this half-scale plane. We're going to talk about this one coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Mike, thank you. Keith Kaiser is learning to fly a radio-controlled airplane this morning.
He's getting ready for the Wings for Kids charity RC air show. Keith, good morning.
Good morning. These guys are dedicated. Got up with us this morning to show off some of the planes and getting excited for the weekend Wings for Kids 18th annual event, Tim. This is going to be fun.
This is a great event. It's for Norton Children's Hospital, our annual Wings for Kids air show.
How many different planes are we talking about?
We'll probably have 40 or 50 different types of planes, jet aircraft, World War I, World War II, helicopters, aerobatic 3D flying. We're going to have combat this year.
How's that work? How's combat work?
There'll be planes going up that have streamers behind them, and they'll be trying to cut each other's streamers without cutting the planes in half. And that happens.
That makes it exciting.
Oh, it'll be real exciting.
And this is exciting, too. This is a half-scale plane right here. Jim Schroeder, all winter long, working on this. Of course, you had some help with it. But what goes into something like this?
We started out with a piece of paper, and we drew up the plans, and then bought the wood and started cutting out the wood and putting it together.
And so we could take this up a little bit later on?
Yes, we are. Yes,
I want to take up a plane right now. Hey, John, start firing that up. Start charging that. But I want to talk to Courtney right now. Courtney, come on in here. Children's Hospital Foundation. And the money raised from this event going specifically to the hospital's air transport team?
Yes, that's correct. It'll go to a neonatal isolate monitor this year, which is about $40,000.
And I think they're trying to raise $40,000.
Yes, I think we're going to get there. We'll see.
And should be. Have you flown one of these yet?
No, I've not. Last year, I broke one of the planes on the ground, though, so it wasn't that big of a destruction.
They're going to keep you from flying again this year. But, of course, everything starts on Saturday, goes Sunday, and you can see some planes in the sky. And we're going to have a plane right now. Do a little night flying, John Stewart. Let's see what we got here. Check that out. Oh, wow. Candace Sterling? Yeah, we'll do a little flying this morning.
Hope you don't cause any wrecks on Hurstbourne Parkway with that neon plane flying, but that's really cool.
It's a UFO. No.
That's right. We'll get calls to the newsroom. That's a lot of fun. Radio-controlled planes take to the skies this weekend for a cause. Keith Kaiser's checking out the models at Tom Sawyer Park. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. These guys put their heart and soul into some of these planes. Doug Blakeman here with this babe. Do you have a name for her?
This is a PT-17 Stearman. It's a primary trainer used by the military back in the 40s primarily.
And when you take this up, I mean, it feels like you're flying that plane, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah. This is third scale, and it's got about a 10-foot wingspan. Weighs about close to 40 pounds. Has a 12 horsepower motor in it.
Maybe he's going to take it up this morning. We'll get it up in the sky and have a good time. And I think Dwight's going to have a good time with this bad boy right here. You go from that classic to one of these 3D planes. We'll get it up in the air and fly it a little bit later on and talk about Wings for Kids event this weekend coming up on WDRB in the morning. Gentlemen, start your engines. John, take off here. Look at that one. Effortless. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Wings for Kids event. Radio-controlled air show. See some of the planes coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Small aircraft will make a big difference this weekend.
Keith Kaiser learns about the Wings for Kids charity RC air show. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah, we already had some aircraft up this morning, some vintage-looking planes back there. But Tim Evans, they look like vintage planes, but there's a lot of technology that goes inside those, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And the technology's expanded a whole lot in the last 5 years. But yeah, they have gyros in those planes now.
So is it foolproof?
It's, yeah.
Can they fly by themselves yet?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
This one seems like it's flying by itself. Dwight Elmer on the 3D plane here, and that's part part of the show. Is some of these pilots are amazing.
The aerobatic stuff that they can do is unbelievable. It can do more than what a full-scale plane can do.
Yeah.
But they have all kinds of electronic equipment in those planes now that help them to stay in a stable state when they're flying and yet still be able to do all the maneuvers. And it's very exciting to watch.
So where are some of these pilots coming from? Where are you getting some of the planes?
Well, they come from all, pretty much the Midwest. We've got people coming in from different places throughout Kentucky and Ohio and Chicago area, Western Kentucky, Paducah area. So we've got guys coming in from all over. A lot of them are the top pilots in the U.S. I mean, we've picked out some of the best people to fly in Wings for Kids, and all different types of planes too.
Someone was describing a half-scale plane or a full-scale. Was there a full-scale plane coming?
We had a full-scale plane, but it actually takes so much time to get it in here and out of the flying box that we're not going to do that this year, but we have 2 half-scale planes. We have
the wingspan on that, what's that?
Oh gosh, the wingspan's over 140 inches.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. But these right here, of course, are shorter wingspan, so they can do things like this, just hanging on the prop.
Yeah, this is called hovering. That is a model of a full-scale plane, but the full-scale plane cannot do that.
Yeah.
These guys have honed their abilities to be able to fly like this, and to see them do it is absolutely amazing. That's not something I've ever been able to do, and it takes some young thumbs.
young thumbs.
Not thumbs like mine. I fly more scale stuff. Yeah.
It's just kind of pleasure cruising. These guys, there's a lot of things going on in their brains to make this happen. The show's going to get underway tomorrow and then go Sunday here at the airfield near Tom Sawyer Park. Come on out, $5 per person or $10 for a carload, and you're helping out Norton Children's Hospital, and they're raising money for their transport team for a special piece of equipment that's going to cost a little $40,000, and I think you guys are going to raise that money.
We're more than halfway there already, and we're really excited about it. There's food, there's fun for the kids, we've got bouncies, face painting, bubbles, all kinds of stuff.
Gonna be a great time, and you see these planes in action this weekend. Candace Sterling, look at that.
That is so cool.
Impressive, Keith. I love how he just hovered the airplane right above the ground.
My husband used to play softball over at Watkins Methodist, so we could sit, and every once in a while you'd see the planes because the airfield's right there behind it.
All right, that's awesome. Keith, we'll check back in. Radio-controlled airplanes are taking off for a good cause this weekend. Keith Kaiser is seeing what will go flying for the Wings for Kids event. Keith, good morning.
Got our own little demonstration here this morning. Right now, some of the River City radio controllers came out to fly a little bit, and Penny from Norton Children's Hospital stopped by too, because you're raising money for a great cause.
Yes, Saturday and Sunday is Wings for Kids, and the funds go to help support our transport team.
And the transport team right here, this is a piece of equipment they have on the truck here, but of course they want to keep that going on the airships, right?
Yes, for our helicopter and our plane.
So that little blue piece right there, maybe like $40,000. So we're going to raise some money and help maintain that piece, and of course put those in the helicopters there. When we come back, we're going to see some more planes in the air and tell you about Wings for Kids, a great charity event, 18 years strong, coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Radio-controlled airplanes and helicopters will fill the skies this weekend.
Keith Kaiser is testing out his pilot abilities ahead of the Wings for Kids charity RC air show. Hey, Keith.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get close to piloting this thing right here. A radio-controlled jet. Hey, Steve, take off. Do your thing. And this is electric power. That's amazing. When we come back, we're going to see some of these planes in action, maybe 3D action, coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Keith Kaiser is learning to fly a radio-controlled airplane this morning.
He's getting ready for the Wings for Kids charity RC air show. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. Yeah, I do like flying the drones a little bit, and you give me a little paper airplane, I can toss it in the right direction. But some of the planes that are out here right now, 3D planes, it takes a different brain path, I believe. And then Steve just flew this jet right here. This is amazing. So examples of some of the planes that'll be out here, huh?
Absolutely. We have everything from World War I, World War II, electric jets. We're going to have 3 turbine-driven jets out here. We have aerobatic stuff. We will have scale stuff. Helicopters doing 3D aerobatics with those. I mean, just about everything that flies, we're going to have it out here.
They don't want to look at us. They want to look at the planes. Let's get out of the way here. Step over to the side because Dwight and John are flying these bad boys, hanging on the prop, doing 3D tricks. It's just amazing what they can do.
Yeah, these planes are you know, they're replicas of actually of full-scale planes, but they do things that the full-scale can't. For instance, what they're doing now is hovering, and they can make these planes move in any direction they want, even while they're hovering. And they're gasoline engine. They're quite expensive to build in, and they can be expensive to crash as well. But
putting on a good show for Saturday and Sunday. What's kind of the game plan for the day?
Saturday is from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and Sunday is 11 to 3. We'll have all kinds of food out here. We'll have a lot of things for the kids, including bubbles and face painting, and we've got bouncy inflatables for them to play in. We're going to have simulators out here so that everybody can try to fly one of these, and they're very realistic.
And of course, you're raising money for Children's Hospital Foundation and Norton Children's Hospital. Courtney Puckett, this is a great opportunity to come back and give back to the community. Yes. And so the $40,000, that's the goal. That money raised, what's it going toward?
That is going to go to a neonatal isolate monitor, so that'll help us transport those babies around Kentucky and southern Indiana.
There you go. And then, does this amaze you?
Yes.
When you're seeing these out here?
Yes, always. It always amazes me. They're a lot bigger than you think that they are when you get there in person, so it's always fun to see.
Come on out here on Saturday and Sunday here at Tom Sawyer Park, Bill Fluke Airfield. Candace Sterling, it's amazing what these things can do.
It is. It's very fun to watch. Thank you, Keith.
Radio-controlled planes take to the skies this weekend for a good cause.
Keith Kaiser's checking out the models at Tom Sawyer Park. Keith?
Yeah, some classics just took to the skies just now, and some of them made by hand. Penny, that's fascinating, isn't it? That some of these planes made by hand?
Oh, yeah, it's extremely fascinating.
And so Norton Children's Hospital, you're the beneficiary of the event. You know, when you come in for your $5 per person or $10 a carload, you're helping raise money to another piece of equipment like this right here. Where's the next piece of equipment going to?
It's going to an isolate very similar to this one. We're going to be replacing the monitor, which is the blue piece back towards the back that he's filming now. Yeah. And that'll be replaced with a new piece of equipment.
The air transport team will be the recipient of that. And of course, you can help out. It's called Wings for Kids. Taken to the skies to help out Norton Children's Hospital. When we come back, we'll see some of these flying machines coming up on WDRB in the morning. A lot of action here at the airfield this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and see some of these classic planes. But then you see the 3D planes over there. Look at those specimens of pilots right there. Dwight and John will take these bad boys up and fly those for you in just a second. And we'll tell you about Wings for Kids coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Small aircraft will make a big difference this weekend.
Keith Kaiser is learning about the Wings for Kids charity RC Air Show. This is awesome. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. We've seen some classic planes this morning, some jets this morning, and now the 3D planes again right here. Dwight and John flying these bad boys. And Tim Evans, you get into this? You like to do the 3D stuff?
I'm too old for this. My thumbs don't move that fast anymore.
It takes a little bit different mindset too.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, you got to be a video games champion to even start to think about flying one of these planes. I just fly the scale stuff.
But they'll put on a good show this morning and on Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, all day. We'll be out here starting at 11 o'clock on Sunday and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Be out here early. We're going to have all kinds of planes flying, everything you can imagine, helicopters, planes, jets, turbine jets, electric jets, World War I, World War II. There'll be music. It's fun for the whole family. We're going to have all kinds of stuff for the kids. We've got food tents set up, great food. We're going to have bubble machine. We're going to have face painting. We have simulators set up so you can actually try to fly one of these yourself. If you if you crash, you hit the reset button.
That's the good part. And then, of course, you have a schedule all weekend long, so people can know when certain planes are going to be flying at certain times.
Yes, absolutely. It follows the same schedule, morning and afternoon. We kind of reset at around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and we fly the show almost a second time. There's a few changes. The big highlight of the show is a candy drop, and we have all the kids run out onto the runway, and they get candy dropped from a plane, and then there's going to be some surprises this year. There's things that you haven't seen before. Some things are going to be flying that, well, probably shouldn't be flying, but it's fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and the surprises will be on top of that. Yeah.
And we seen like a half-scale plane this morning. Sometimes you get full-scale planes flying, and these are these about third scale or what? How about how big these are?
Yeah, these are third scale, and they're third scale aerobatic planes. These are actual planes that they're in full scale. They're
do some amazing things.
They can do some amazing things, but not as amazing as these guys are with them.
Very nimble. Of course, you have to be a great pilot to fly one of these too, and you're going to see them here this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow and Sunday, here at Tom Sawyer Park, Bill Fluke Airfield, and it's going to be a wonderful time. $5 per person or $10 for a carload, and it's going to Norton Children's Hospital, and they're going to buy a new piece of equipment for their air transport team. So Candace Sterling, look at these guys. Amazing. Yeah, we have a little person inside, though, so they're getting pretty dizzy right now.
All right. Nice. Thanks,
That's
Keith.
a great event.